Episode 3491, Your Best Days Are Ahead.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Guess what it is? It's Friday. So it's a happy dance day. And guess what? Sometimes we just need that reassurance. Do you need that sometimes? Well, as parents, I believe we really need it because your best days are ahead. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Okay, can I just tell you, it has been a whirlwind of a week. I feel like I have served and done and gone through 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks really, in 1 week's time. And it's only Friday. And I'm thinking it's only mid-August. What is going to happen? I don't know. There's a lot happening, and I'm sure in your life there's a lot happening. So let's all do this together. Come on, take a deep breath in and let it out. If you have to do it again, and just ground your feet wherever you are. If you're walking or running, allow yourself to feel your feet as they strike the ground. Feel the beat of your heart. I'm serious. Now, I know sometimes you're thinking, Christiane, you're going a little crazy on us here. No, I'm not. I want you to feel that you're alive. Because quite frankly, I think we're doing a lot of this stuff without really thinking about it. We go through the motions. And I know with school starting now and, we're getting back to new routines, and even us, my babies are coming back home. I'm so excited. Yes, even this mom, all my kids are technically adults now, but I still have some in college, and then I have my grandbabies. So yeah, we're not even beginning their school yet. But anyway, we'll leave that for another episode. And so my babies are coming home from their internship. So I will have 3 of the 5 here. And I'm so excited and delighted. My heart is overjoyed. I haven't seen one of them for, it's been over 3 months. So your mama's heart just celebrates in times like this. But I think when we're in the thick of it, right, when we're feeling it, man, sometimes we just feel like we're never going to escape it. Every single time we turn around. At one point this week, my phone was lighting up. It was all over the place. I'm like, gosh darn it, I can't even do what I need to do. And I wasn't being selfish. I was just trying to, be me, not just be mom, right? And sometimes I think we get lost in that as parents. We define ourselves as a mom or a dad. There's nothing wrong with that, but that is not who you are, right? It's really kind of an identity, yes, but it's not your only identity. And we've got to remember that. And so as we sit here and we get in the thick of parenting, and man, I would like to tell you that it gets easier as they get older. It does not. I think sometimes I've got it figured out, and other times I'm like, okay, here we go. Hang on, buckle up. But, in the midst of it all and in the thick of it, dreams are forgotten. Tempers are heightened. And change, it becomes the norm. But remember, your best days are ahead. And I think we need to understand that. We need to be reminded of that this isn't going to be a season that you're going to live in for the rest of your life. In the moment, it feels like you're eating, sleeping it. In fact, maybe you're not even sleeping or eating, right? It's so not even overwhelming. It's consuming. It even changes your heartbeat. Have you ever had those circumstances, those situations when you're parenting your kids that it's like, man, my heart just doesn't feel right. And it's not because you're having heart palpitations, but you can just tell the anxiety or just your anxiousness, the idea of I don't have all the answers. It's that roller coaster ride, the ride of highs and lows, the laughter and the tears, the victories and the setbacks. It's a journey that tests your patience, your resilience and tenacity on a daily basis. You're like, tell me about it. I don't even know if I can keep going. And as our children grow and evolve, so do the challenges that come with each stage of their development. Like I said, you thought it was going to get easier as they got older. Well, just when you think you figured it all out, here comes that curveball. You better be good at baseball or softball. And I can tell you, I am not. I so am not. And it's during these moments of uncertainty and frustration that, we find ourselves just questioning our abilities and wondering, am I even on the right path? Am I even doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I making the right decision for my kiddos? Because that's ultimately what we want to do. The key, though, to surviving parenting lies in embracing the journey, staying true to who you are and who you are becoming, and believing that your best days are ahead. So what can you do? What can you do to navigate the ups and downs of parenting while maintaining your sanity, keeping your head on your shoulders, and truly holding on to hope for brighter tomorrows? Well, you got to embrace the parenting journey. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Embrace the parenting journey. Seems simple. It's not easy. I would love to think that I could sit here and tell you I have all the answers. I have a lot of suggestions, but the answers come from you. Truly, that's where they come from. Partly because you know your child. You know your child best. You see them, you live with them, you understand their mannerisms, their behaviors, you understand their mind. And if you don't, well, let's start talking about minds here a little bit more, right? That's why we do mindset. There's so many things that overlap. I think people try to compartmentalize way too much. And we've got to realize that everything overlaps. I can't help but think about food right now. It has nothing to do with children. Maybe I'm starving. But think about hamburger, okay? If you're a vegetarian, I apologize, but just go here with me and pretend when I say hamburger, it's tofu or something. But when you are cooking hamburger and you've got it ready and you're just going to brown hamburger, like it's a simple thing. You're not making a hamburger, you're browning hamburger. And so you put that hamburger in the skillet, you turn it on and, it heats up. Now I use a gas stove, so I love it. And so I get to watch the flame and I can make it as big as I want or just a little bit, and if you make it just a little bit, it's going to sit in the grease longer. And it depends on, of course, what the cut of meat is, right? The lean meat of it and the percentage of it. But if you were just to cook that hamburger like it is, it might be good depending upon, who you got it from. Like from us, we pick our own cow, we get our cow and we have them and it's all packaged for us and brought to our house, and then we have it for the year. That's just what we do. And so when we're doing all of this, it's like, okay, great. Yeah, maybe it's okay, but there's like no flavor. And then you season it, right? You can't sit here and say, okay, I want to have this wonderful meat and I want it to taste a certain way, but you're going to have the hamburger there and then you're going to put the garlic and then you may put the garlic powder. You may have the ginger or turmeric. Like I add weird things sometimes, I know. So just go with me on this. The Worcestershire sauce, maybe you put a little honey in it. Whatever it is that you put in, Mediterranean sea salt, sometimes Himalayan pink sea salt, black pepper, white pepper, all of the different choices that you have. And then if you're going to go like taco seasoning and then you add in chili powder or whatever, you could have all of those separated out, all their cute little bowls. Is it going to taste great when you have it all separated? No. It all has to come together. You can't compartmentalize life, my friend. And everybody is trying to do it out there. And I'm sitting here saying you can't do that. When you're a parent, you're always a parent. You'll never not be a parent. Now, your relationship and how you interact with your children, yes, that changes, but you're always a parent. You will always be the greatest influencer in your child's life, even when they're mad at you. Even when they're mad at you. And that's hard because you got to be even stronger. And you're like, I know, been there, done that. And you got to just kind of sit down in your seat going, okay, I guess I'm riding this roller coaster without a seatbelt this time. That's what it feels like when your kid's mad at you. Don't ever ride a roller coaster without your seatbelt, by the way. Yep. Hopefully, no amusement park will allow you to do that. I'm just saying. So when you look at parenting, you've got to embrace that journey because it's a journey and you can't allow yourself to say, gosh darn it, I'm just not a good mom. Really? Really? if I allowed myself to say that, do you know how many times I'd be saying that a day? Yeah, too many times. Like I would have to have more than my hands and feet to count because it adds up fast. Why? Because we make mistakes. So I want you to think about these 3 strategies you can use to truly embrace your parenting journey and giving yourself that permission and the grace that you need to do what you need to do to become the best parent you need to be for your kiddo, okay? Number 1, embrace imperfection. Parenting is not about being perfect. It's about being present. I want to tell you that again. Parenting is not about being perfect. It's about being present. I could just stop right there and we could talk all day long about that alone. Presence is everything. You have to be present in your life to live your life. But are you really? So allow yourself the grace to make mistakes. Embrace that imperfection, right? Learn from them. Grow alongside your kiddos. Celebrate the small victories. Laugh at the inevitable mishaps because they're going to happen. I mean, you're going to say the wrong thing, foot in the mouth. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. And you're just going to have to say, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for that to happen. It just did. And remember that imperfection is what makes your family unique and beautiful. It's called the quirks of life. In fact, maybe I should write a book on that. All right, I'll work on that, along with my 3 or 4 other books that are being written right now. But seriously, you got to embrace imperfection. Stop sitting here beating yourself up over every sentence that you say. Now, I will say this. If you're not thinking about what you're saying and how you're saying it to your kids, maybe you need to be a little more present, okay? It goes both ways. So when you embrace that parenting journey and you're looking at imperfection, well, you got to know that you have it, which means you've got to be present. And if you don't think you have it, then Houston, we have a problem. And so you really need to look at things. All right. I'm just being honest with you. It's called Confessions of an Upset Mama. And if we don't talk about this, our families are going to fall apart. And unfortunately, we're letting everybody else dictate what our families are doing nowadays. When is that going to stop? Well, it stops with you. You're the parent. Stand up, rise up for your child. Be there. Even if they're an adult child, rise up for them. Now, I will tell you this. When they get to becoming their adulthood stage of life, they do have the final say. And that means you have to let them make their stupid mistakes. And that is so hard. But sometimes you can say it and say, this is my experience. And then you can jokingly say, well, when this happens, I'm just going to sit here and say, I told you so. But I'm going to tell you now, don't say I told you so. Just let them figure it out because you already said it, right? So it's kind of a nice twist to say, okay, well, this is going to happen. So I'm telling you right now, I told you so. But when it happens, you don't tell them I told you so. You're there to pick them up, to support them, to do what you need to do as their parent. And in all of that, it's all about embracing imperfection because you can't get it right all the time. You just can't. That's what parenting's all about anyway. All right, number 2, prioritize self-care. This seems to be a theme lately a lot for me because I really do believe that we as parents, especially moms, we sell ourselves short all the time. And we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not going to bed. We're staying up late. We're not getting our own routine. We're not arranging for a babysitter or childcare because we're in that season of life that we need that. We're trying to be like all there is to our children. And sometimes we just can't do that. And mom, that's okay. You're not meant to be everything to your child. Why do you think God made it to where we need a mom and a dad, right? I mean, think about that. So with all the chaos when it comes to our everyday life, it's crucial to prioritize you and carve out moments. I didn't say days, weeks, and months. I said moments of rest and rejuvenation. Maybe it is one day a week that you're just going to go take that long, hot bath. And when you take that long, hot bath, you tell dad, hey, nope, this is my time. Now, if you're a single mama, I would recommend, you still need to take care of yourself, by the way, switch off with another single mom or someone else that you're good friends with and say, hey, why don't you take a day or the evening? I'll watch your kids. And then when it's bedtime, you come and get them, whatever. And just allow that couple hours of just nothing but I'm just going to chill. And if that means you're taking a nap, then take a nap. I'm serious. Because sometimes you need that. That's called living for your sanity, okay? Because we all have moments. Sometimes we need to put ourselves in timeout. Why? Because we need to have that extra breath. Why do you think I asked you to breathe right at the beginning of this episode? Take time for yourself. Go for a walk. Enjoy reading a book that you haven't read in like forever. Grab that cup of coffee in the morning. Get up a little bit earlier. If that really means something to you, that extra 5 minutes will change your day. And by nurturing your own well-being, you'll be better equipped to handle the demands of parenting with grace and resilience. Mom, you don't have to do life alone, but you'll end up doing it alone if you don't take care of yourself. Seriously. And then finally, number 3, cultivate resilience. Parenting is a marathon. Life is a marathon. Life is a journey, right? It's not a sprint. It's a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns, hence the roller coaster, which I actually like them. But as I get older, my body has a harder time coming down to where my feet hit the ground right. But, it's also that testament to your strength and resilience as a parent that says, yeah, I can do this because you're resilient. So when you've got those challenges in front of you, instead of giving up and just like throwing in the towel, dig deep. In fact, dig deeper. Lean on your support system. Have people around you. And remind yourself that you have the power to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. When I coach our clients, it's interesting because, depending upon the situation, the circumstance, it could be whatever. And sometimes you just need that moment of release. Because if you don't, you bottle up things and stuff happens. So you got to understand your triggers. You got to understand the situation, etc. Well, it's interesting. One of the strategies that we use is where you can call a support line, basically, which is a support line directly to me. I'm the red line. And I don't answer the phone per se, but it gives them that opportunity just to say, this is my situation. I just need to get this off my chest. And they let it go. And it's 100% of the time. They're like, I feel so much better. Like, now I can reason out. Now I can approach things differently. And what happens is over time, it builds resilience. And so when you are in the position of having to make a tough decision, having to control every bit of your attitude, your tone of voice, your heartbeat even, your blood pressure. When things are so intense, you are so resilient because of all the work you've done before. My friend, resilience is not about never falling, but about rising every time you fall, knowing that your best days are ahead. You're not going to be the perfect parent. Wouldn't it be nice? Come on. No, it wouldn't be nice because your kids would be horrible. And so would you. It would just be a mess. And you think things are a mess now. But that's okay. Just take a deep breath and know that one step at a time leads to miles of greatness. You got this. And you got to know that your best days are ahead. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.